Warning, we are a spoilers podcast. At times we are also an offensive podcast. And we are most certainly a verbally explicit podcast. So if you fear for any of your delicate sensibilities, please back up now before you reach the point of no return. Alright, pussies, this is your final warning.
Hello and welcome to Cinematic Anarchy. Today we are doing a two-person podcast featuring Miss Bee.
Hello, words.
Words, yes, and, me.
Yeah.
Chris, El Jefe, whatever you want to call me. And today we are talking about...
What the fuck was this movie, bro?
We watched a film that was buried in my...
This bitch is so fucking flip-floppy.
It was a I don't want to call it a travesty. Okay. We were watching a film that was buried in my...
It was a mess.
Yeah, I want to say that...
all over the place.
This was definitely a larger budget than most films that I've watched, but I feel like it was, like, right on par with a lot of the stuff that I've watched from Troma.
Yeah.
With the exception of the fact that there's, like, none of the humor that Troma has at all.
You mean none of the softcore porn that Troma has?
Well, there was a little bit of nudity. Very little. At the very beginning. But,
at the very beginning, for like one scene.
It was unnecessary nudity for a punchline.
Yeah.
You know, but whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was buried in my Amazon Prime watch list as something that I thought was going to be so beautifully bad it would be laughable. And it was. The first time I watched it.
Yeah. The first time.
It was beautiful. It was bad. Definitely laughable. I have had it on repeat since I woke up this morning.
Oh, God.
Just so I could...
I feel bad for your family.
We watched a lovely 80s film called The Voyage of the Rock Aliens.
It was so bad. Oh, God.
This plays like a parody of 80s music video culture, basically. With the exception of the fact that it came from the 80s, and basically the feature song is Jermaine Jackson and Pia Zadora singing together.
Okay, so you got this bitch, Dee Dee, who's like flip-flopping between guys, like it's fucking... Bro, she's flip-flopping between guys more than I fucking go through socks.
Let's put into perspective the beginning of the movie.
Okay, the beginning of the movie, she's with one dude, some fucking white guy with a leather jacket, and then she fucking ditches him for some random-ass dude that walks up and is like, hey, I'm fucking Michael Jackson kind of vibes.
From a completely different planet.
Yeah.
So she was with one biker dude.
No,
it was a different planet altogether.
The first scene?
That first scene. So what they were doing is they were showing... The opening scene was basically them trying to figure out what planet the rock music was coming from. And they stopped on that scene, which was supposed to be from a completely different planet altogether. When they land here, on Earth, it's this setup. This 1950s rockabilly kind of setup.
It's Dee Dee, her boyfriend, and fucking her boyfriend's crew, and then another crew shows up, and she fucking ditches her boyfriend for the leader of the other crew, and then they get into a whole fucking spiel.
You may have to rewatch it. I don't want you to rewatch it because it was fucking horrible, but it's not her boyfriend in the first opening scene of the movie. It's a completely different setup.
She was fucking him.
She definitely was, and it shows that she makes bad decisions.
And then she just sees some random ass other guy, and she goes and starts fucking him, and then like 5 minutes later she's fucking a completely different guy, and then the alien dude comes in, they're in the fucking diner, he sees her, and no one questions why some random fucking person just exploded. There's body parts all over the fucking restaurant.
Well, everybody was staring too.
There's like 4 different guys that this bitch is with in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, actually, you're right. We didn't get out of the first, 10-15 minutes of the movie before she was with the alien dude.
Yeah.
I also noticed something. Craig Schaefer The guy, fucking, what was his name in the movie? Fuck. The lead guy.
Frankie?
The one that Frankie, yeah. I'm already trying to wipe my mind of the movie. That's how bad it was. He has a name. He's sitting here right in front of me, and Frankie's hair seems to get taller.
I'm watching the movie right now.
Right. It's playing in the background. Frankie's hair seems to get taller as the movie goes on. Little bit by little bit. I laughed because I recognize him. Like, he's one of the few guys that I recognize from the movie because he's been in a lot of stuff since, including, I think he played Keith in One Tree Hill.
Oh my god! I only ever saw one episode of One Tree Hill, and it was like some. I think the fucking school was getting shot up or some shit.
That's the exact episode where that's the guy that gets shot. The guy that gets killed is Craig Schaefer in the scene where they shoot up the high school.
Well, damn.
Very progressive of One Tree Hill to play up school shootings for a little drama.
Okay, so who was your... I want to know why the fuck everyone else is singing, like, pop rock and all this shit, and then Dee Dee's over here trying to sing, like, opera?
Pia Zadora, first of all, not only was she trying to sing opera, Dee Dee, but she wasn't singing it very well either.
No.
She is a... I don't even know what to say. It's like somebody gave your drunk aunt the microphone during karaoke night.
God.
That's what that music was.
If that ain't the fucking truth. Holy shit. Okay, so who was your favorite and least favorite characters? Because Dee Dee was my least favorite character.
I would say Dee Dee right up there is definitely my least favorite character in the entire movie. Just because, like, there was no pretenses about the fact that A, she was a bit of a hoe. That, like, you can't get past that. And B, she always goes back to the guy that was the worst for her.
Exactly. Okay, so, like, at the very end of the movie, what's his fucking name? The alien that she's interested in?
Absid. ABCD. Absid.
Okay, Absid. Yeah. Fucking, she's getting ready to go to their planet and, like, live with him. And fucking, he's like, oh, but you gotta get the surgery done that takes away all emotions. It makes life real easy, especially around tax season. And fucking, she's like, oh, well, no, never mind, I'm good. And then just goes back to fucking Frankie, and she's... And what's up with the tentacle monster? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
It's the tentacle monster from the lake that is filled with, I'm guessing, nuclear waste and acid, based off of the story that she told the alien.
Okay. Fucking, because, like, they put their, like, swim things, their boogie boards and shit into the water, and it started dissolving.
Well, she tells this whole story, like, in the middle of the movie, just before the alien tries to kiss her for the first time. And she's going over this whole story about... There being things dumped into the lake, and then I guess somebody came by and built an MX missile silo at the bottom of the lake, but all the acid rain that had built up in the lake actually dissolved the metal, and so all the chemicals from the missile ended up contaminating the lake.
Jesus Christ.
And the people that put the MX missile silo there sued the people of the town of Spielberg for their acid rain.
Wow, how much did I miss? I went to the bathroom for like 5 minutes in the middle of the movie. Fourth
time through before I realized that conversation even took place. Okay? So
Jesus Christ. 4 times, bro. Like, I didn't even want to watch this twice.
This movie is playing on silent for the 5th time. So I watched it once during the week when I was supposed to watch it. And then today I've just been playing it on repeat all day long. This is the 5th time through.
It's so bad. God, I feel bad for your family. Having fucking listened to that shit 5 times.
This is why there's TVs in the other room.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
My favorite character was Chainsaw.
Chainsaw? Oh, yes. John Berryman. Yes.
Michael Berryman.
So we're both in agreement. Our worst and favorite characters are the same. Yes. Chainsaw is definitely... He's classic.
He's been around being all
horror
fucking like
actor.
crazy and shit. Like I don't know. He's got like a toothbrush. He's spraying fucking toothpaste in some guy's mouth or some shit, attacking him. Guys just like laying there, like, what the fuck just happened to me? I'm thoroughly like throughout the entire movie, nothing makes sense throughout the entire fucking movie. I don't want to watch this more times to understand. I don't want to go through that again. The music is terrible. Fucking.
Well,
but like. He stops being all psychotic and crazy when this girl's like, oh, here, you just gotta do this, this, and that to make your chainsaw work properly.
When's the last time you lubricated this thing? I don't know. She goes, that means never. That means never. This is disgusting.
There's this one scene where Absid was asking Dee Dee what she wanted to do with her life. She's like, I don't know, I was thinking about becoming a nun or a bomber pilot or getting into politics, and I just fucking died. Like...
First of all,
what?
You led off with nun?
And then bomber pilot, and then politics, like... Okay.
Well, that's actually very important to Dee Dee's character right there, about the fact that she can't make up her mind for shit.
Yeah.
And usually, because then she says, but all I've been thinking about lately is being part of your band. And that tells you right there that in her head, she's not thinking about what's best. She's thinking about, what the fuck's fun right now?
Yeah. What's fun?
Right. So, that's...
This movie was a fucking mess.
It was fun to watch the first time just because there was a little bit of humor that I could kind of get, like John Barrowman cutting the silhouette of the alien character out, and then he falls back. Am I interrupting something? Yes, I'm leaving right now, you know.
Still, nobody's questioning the body parts all over the diner.
No, the exploding body parts at all. Nothing. Just one comment from Spider. Some guys will do anything to get chicks to notice.
Right? Oh my god, I'm sorry, every time I hear someone nicknamed Spider, it just drives me mad. It's so stupid!
What is with the asthmatic guy with the wheelbarrow full of breathing equipment?
I was gonna ask that.
He's like carrying around an iron lung.
You got me, man. I don't know. This movie was all over the place. A whole bunch of shit didn't make sense. Like, there's plot holes everywhere.
I was actually pretty fond of the young lady, not young lady, the older lady that played the sheriff in town.
Oh, yeah.
That had just no clue at all. Just...
No, she had a clue. She was just ditzy.
You know what I just noticed? Mind you, I'm sitting here watching, not watching, but it's playing in the background. There's like one token black guy in the entire movie.
Yep.
He's part of the,
It's the 80s.
The
what do you expect?
Right. Outside of like the opening where you have like literally a team of black guys versus a team of white guys. I'm like, that's not mildly racist
at all.
Just not even remotely. Jermaine Jackson.
And she's singing the same fucking love song with every single guy that she hooks up with.
The Rain. When the Rain Falls.
God, I hate it so much.
Which is actually sung by the duo in the front. So, Pia Zadora and Jermaine Jackson.
Yeah, I know. That's why it was so bad.
They actually opted the tentacle monster, which is... It's not an entire monster. It's literally just one arm. Just one fucking tentacle. Gigantic fucking tentacle.
Oh, no, you see it on top of, I think it's the school?
Do they actually show the whole thing on top of the school?
They show one scene where it's not the whole thing, but there's like a bunch of tentacles over the school.
Right, yeah, I see the tentacle like wrapped around the school right now. But there's this whole thing where she bites the tentacle, and then John Barrowman's chainsaw character comes out and cuts off the tip of the tentacle, right, which apparently kills the thing. But the directors of the movie, originally it was going to bleed. But the directors of the movie decided that the movie was too lighthearted for blood, so they opted for bubbles.
Oh my god.
You remember that, right? They cut it open
yeah.
and just bubbles come pouring out. Like,
it's...
Alright, sure.
It's so bad, guys.
It is okay. I would recommend that if you're going to
If you're gonna watch
make
this,
a drinking game out of it. Make a drinking game out of it. Get high, get a few drinks, and just sit down and just watch this trash. That's my recommendation. Think of a drinking game for it and just...
Okay, so what would be the drinking game? How do we make a game out of this?
I don't know. How do you... See, we've watched it a couple times. We should be able to come up with a game, but I'd have to sit down and think about it for a minute. There's a lot of really bad... I don't want to call it, like, cliches.
Take a drink every time Dee Dee makes a bad decision?
Well, then you'd be drinking the whole movie.
Exactly. That's the point, isn't it?
You know, take a drink every time Dee Dee makes a bad decision. You know, take a puff off a joint every time fucking
Frankie threatens to beat someone up.
Right? You could do something for every time a musical number starts. Which is
the entire fucking movie.
So the movie was actually blah 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 blah. There we go. I tripped on my tongue. Hey, how long was that? 15 minutes and 40 seconds in. I tripped on my tongue.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's actually one solid tentacle
there's always
wrapped
one
around the entire high school from what I'm seeing here.
Okay.
And I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Fuck.
Well, I mean, I can't stop the podcast.
Take a drink.
Take a drink every time. No, I was saying the movie actually features two actual musical groups from the 80s. Very obscure groups. So the pack is actually made up mostly of a group called, I think it's Jimmy and the Mustangs, if I'm not mistaken.
You sent it into the chat, didn't you?
I believe so. I might have sent it into the chat.
I'm looking it up. Featuring two very obscure... Oh, no. With Pia Zadora and...
Oh, no, that's the Pia Zadora thing.
No. Yeah.
And the other group, the Alien group, is actually a German pop group called Rhema. RHEMA. And they actually decided not to use the bassist from the original band because he didn't test well as an actor. So his screen test didn't go well, so they replaced him with the guy, the leader there, an actual actor.
Yeah. That's funny.
However, Jimmy and the Mustangs, the whole group is in there.
Nice.
No,
I don't know what else to say about this movie. It's fucking obscure, it's goofy, it's...
How about the fire hydrant that pisses on the dog?
What the fuck is that?
The dog came sniffing around the fire hydrant, so the fire hydrant alien robot thing fucking protected itself. 1359?
I get that, but...
Is that what it is? 1359 or something like that? 13759?
Sorry, I got distracted. Anyway, something like that, yeah.
It's okay. It's alright. You get distracted. I think your boy there distracts you a bit. Sometimes the dog. It's not easy. I've got people here, but they go to their rooms and they're like, "You're recording? Okay, we'll quiet down." All right.
Anyways,
all in all, it's not a horrible movie. There's actually a point in the movie where they reference a song that was cut out of the movie. The original feature film, it did not get a wide feature release. Very, very select theaters. It was actually debuted on Canadian television, not in a movie theater.
You know, that makes sense.
It does. It makes a lot of sense.
It makes so much sense.
So it didn't get a wide release. The actual movie itself had another 17 minutes worth of footage that was cut out.
Damn.
That was only ever seen on a German DVD and Blu-ray release. And
don't tell me that you have that German DVD Blu-ray release.
No, I don't. I would get it just to see it.
I know you would.
But I am saving up right now for a region-free Blu-ray player.
Nice.
I made that mistake. I made a mistake of buying something. It was a PAL format Blu-ray, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to pop this in the PlayStation. No, it didn't fucking play.
Oh no.
Because outside, well, there's regions all over the world, and they're all coded to work in certain areas. So the only way to be able to play, say, if I went to get something from Germany or Japan or whatever, the only way to play certain things formatted for different countries is to actually have that
The
Blu-ray player or to have a region-free player.
Yeah.
That way you're not just looking at a scrambled fucking signal. That's whatever. I think they do that to... I don't know if they do that to prevent, like, piracy out of different countries or whatever. It's interesting.
Possibly.
It doesn't work very well, from what I've seen.
No. I wouldn't imagine so.
So, yeah, no, this movie overall was just... it was kind of... I don't want to call it bad. It wasn't a bad film. I don't regret having watched it the first time.
I'm going to give it like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah, I would probably go 5.5 out of 10 at best.
Yeah.
That's at best.
Right?
It was... And honestly, I probably would have given it a higher rating if I hadn't had it on repeat today. So, like I said, it was worth the one time through. Oh, I have to mention this. First of all, Craig Schaefer does none of his own singing in the movie. None of it. all of his singing is lip-synced from other people. Either the lead singer from Jimmy and the fucking Mustangs, or to Jermaine Jackson is who he's lip-syncing at the end of the fucking movie. None of his singing is his own, but he overacts the singing so much that his hair vibrates every time he moves his head while he's singing. It's like, it is really bad.
It's so bad.
And I had a lot of trouble watching the homoerotic nightmare that was his singing the song The Beast. Nature of the Beast.
Oh my god.
With the cougar that's following him the entire time. Trying to make this guy who was just talking about killing people or beating the shit out of people and putting them in the hospital some kind of sympathetic character.
Yeah, right?
I'm just trying to keep up the male persona.
Didi left me, so we're not going to be bad guys anymore.
What was with the velvet-lined massive locker?
I don't want to know.
What was that?
That's his way of being a sensitive guy. We need velvet.
Velvet, and her picture is like lined in like literal iron chain.
I don't know, man.
The weirdest, fucking... like, let's get physical kind of poster of her in the middle of it, you know. Looked like she just stepped out of that... Oh, my God.
Has a fucking shrine built to her.
Literally a shrine. A shrine with a cougar, mind you. There's a cougar he keeps in his locker. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
It was a mess.
I don't know.
Well, it plays like a 1980s sort of like they got two bands together and says, you know what, we're going to make a movie, but the purpose of the movie is to sell our music. Not to make a movie, but to sell the music in the movie.
It's a fucking really bad soap opera, basically.
That's like an affront to soap operas. I'd rather watch a soap opera than this again. I'll watch a year's worth of soap operas before I watch this shit again.
Right.
So, worth a watch, but if you're going to watch it, my lovely people...
Don't do it on repeat.
Don't put it on repeat, no. And have shot glasses lined up. Have whatever you're smoking for the evening all nice and set up, and just get ready to watch something that you're definitely going to need both to get through.
Yep.
It's worth the one watch because it's funny as hell just because of how bad it is. It was so badly done. I could not think of a better representation of straight to VHS 80s movies.
Yeah.
And the fact that it only got a special edition DVD and Blu-ray release in Germany, where it was not originally released.
This movie's so fucking obscure, bro.
Right? We didn't get the release. Germany got it. Why? Because nobody in America gives a fuck about this movie.
No.
Oh, and this was advertising for them. If you look throughout the entire the Mustang's name, there's like graffiti all over the place from Mustang's name. The Mustangs rule, you know. And Rima, their name is actually in the beginning of the movie. The alien is looking at through the television to see the alien races that they're trying to figure out where the rock and roll music came from in their guitar spaceship. What the fuck was that anyway?
I don't know, man.
And it says something like Rima Vision.
Don't ask me what the fuck was that, because I don't fucking know. I don't have the answers.
No, that's all I can say is what the fuck is
You're
that.
the
I don't
one
have
that
the
watched
answer either.
this movie fucking 5 times.
If I had an answer, I wouldn't say what the fuck is that. I'd be telling you what the fuck it is. You know? Wow. I just realized something.
We went a little over 20 minutes?
No, it's not that we went over 20 minutes. I mean, we kind of earmarked about 20, 25 minutes for the beginning of the podcast. But, for once, we had a movie
kept talking about the movie?
Yes.
We haven't deterred?
There was so much wrong and bad with this movie. It's like if we even partially love a movie, we can't talk about it for more than 5-10 minutes.
Right?
But if we find something like this...
It's so bad, bro. It
is pure...
What the fuck was that? Like, it's so obscure. It, like, nothing makes fucking sense. There's no actual real, like, connecting story. Like, oh my god, it's...
What about that song, the Just Dance song at the end of the movie?
Oh my god, don't get me started on that fucking shit.
Piazadora sang it, Rima sang it, and fucking Jimmy and the Mustangs sang it. They were all singing it.
Those fucking pockets made me want to die.
Right. Oh, God.
What the fuck was that? She's over here. Not on top of that, the pockets, the dancing. This bitch is so stiff, bro.
The name of the town is Spielberg. That's fucked up. The dancing was horrible in the end. The dancing was horrible. Dancing was... Oh. But the name of the high school...
She was...
Heidi Ho High?
Yeah. Yeah.
Heidi Ho High.
Yeah. No, this movie was all over the place. It was a mess. It was fucking goofy, but I don't know. I don't want to watch it again.
We will get back to you at some point. We are going to have a nice Voyage of the Rock Aliens drinking game for you. That's about all this is worth. Just for a one-time through. No, I don't want to watch it again with you. I want to give them the drinking game. I'm not watching this shit again.
Okay.
I have had...
I'm not playing the drinking game, because...
I've got drinking games
Well, I mean,
for
we
other
all
things.
heard that episode of Tea Time with Hattie. I'm not going through that again.
Hey, I have got to give you kudos. That was a long episode, and it was only the last 5-10 minutes before everything hit you.
That shit was mad funny.
Yeah.
And Hattie was like, I think you're one of the coolest people. I'm like, oh, thank God. I was so embarrassed.
That was beautiful. The last 10 minutes is when it hit you. That was priceless. Okay, we're going to go ahead.
I love her.
We're going to go ahead. We've talked more than enough. We've given more than enough breath to Pia Zadora, Jermaine Jackson, and Craig Schaefer in Voyage of the Rock Aliens. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Watch it once. 1984. It's about 96 minutes long. You want all 96 of those minutes back for your life once you've watched it all the way through. That being said, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to do a little bit of Master Debaters.
Sounds good.
All right, so we've got a few things here. We've gone ahead and picked out a few Master Debater cards, and we're going to buckle down to a little bit of Master Debating, if you will.
Okay.
Okay. That being said...
I wouldn't so much call us masters.
I would say fairly innocuously debating.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of mastery of the...
No.
I don't think debation is a word, and I was about to say it. Master debation. Like, I am literally an abomination to all English. The entirety of the English language.
I feel you.
There are just days where speaking it is well beyond my capabilities. All right. So, that being said, We're going to go ahead and start with the first question in hand. Got milk? Is it
No.
nope, gross, people shouldn't drink milk, or yes, milk is the nectar of the gods? I am a fan of milk in certain situations at best. Like, I don't
I
normally
like
just...
almond milk.
Almond milk? Okay, well, we're talking about milk in general, as in from the cow's teat. Milk. Milk, does it do a body good?
I used to drink milk, like, religiously when I was a kid. And... I don't know, I grew up and it just fucking started giving me stomach cramps, so I don't drink milk anymore.
Yeah. Lactose intolerance? Mild?
No, not so much. Not really. It's just, I don't, maybe. But, I mean, it's not the same with, like, cheese or anything. It's just straight milk. If I drink milk, then fucking my stomach's like, haha, fuck you.
Pretty much. That's what my stomach does.
You've got fucking... It feels like I'm on my period. Fucking cramps and shit. It's so uncomfortable.
So milk, cheese, ice cream. There's like milk in everything.
Yeah,
all the
but
good
it's
stuff
just
anyway.
Straight milk. Like, it doesn't happen with cheese or ice cream or any of that.
I think it's in general for me just too many milk products during the day, and it doesn't feel good. It sits too heavy.
Yeah.
I think that there is too much of a reliance on dairy in your daily diet. In general.
Dude, I don't know. I like to mix, like, almond milk in with my food. Like mac and cheese, fucking mashed potatoes, shit like that.
I got something the other day, and it was... I don't even know how to describe it. It was a creamer, and it was sort of a almond/coconut milk creamer.
Okay.
And I bought it, and I brought it home. And I
Was it
went to
terrible?
pour it out, and it came out like yogurt. That thick. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, this must have gone bad. So I returned it to the store. I said, this is disgusting. It's really thick. So I went and picked up another one. It's just how the creamer is. It's really thick. And you have to depend upon hot liquids to make it disperse,
Dissolve it?
so to speak.
Oh.
Thin it out.
Oh, that's bad. That's so gross. Why would you
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, we got a little tune playing in the background. I was complaining about Fredo earlier, and you know what just happened here? I forgot to turn the alarm off on my dryer. The dryer goes off, and it sings a little doodly-doodly-doo thing, and, you know.
Yeah, ours does too.
That was ridiculous. That's going to be on the podcast, me doing that now. Okay. So, we're going to move on to the next question. If you were in a barrel up to your neck in poop, and a baseball was thrown at your head, would you duck?
No.
No, I'm taking the baseball to the head.
No, I'll take that hit.
Yeah, if I'm already up to my neck
This
in
guy.
shit, I am not taking a
He was over
facial
here
dunk.
being intentionally fucking loud.
I can't hear him, though.
You couldn't hear the crumbling fucking plastic?
Nope.
You fucking crazy psycho.
I can hear him now, though. I can hear him.
Fuck you!
Could not hear the crinkle. I could definitely hear him. There was no debate on that one. Just don't duck your head in shit.
No.
There was no debate at all. All right.
Nope.
Are professional video game players athletes? Yes or no?
No, they're not athletes.
Right. So
They're just professional video game players.
the idea of calling it esports, like a professional esports player.
That's not the same as athleticism.
No, it isn't. I mean, I'm
No.
sure that they could thumb wrestle you into the ground. I'm sure.
Probably.
But outside
But
of thumb
that's not
wrestling.
athleticism. Hang on. Fredo.
Uh-oh, we're asking Fredo for an answer. Okay.
We're asking Fredo. If someone
God.
plays fucking esports, like, sports games online professionally. Are they an athlete?
Can he talk loud enough for me to hear him?
No, thank you. No. He
No.
said no.
Okay. Well, see, you gotta. If you ask him a question, you have to have him close enough for him to actually answer, so I can actually hear him.
Fantasy football are coaches.
What did
It's
you
like
say?
if people who run fast are coaches.
Fantasy football.
Oh, fantasy football.
Fantasy football.
Coaches.
I mean, that's essentially what it is. It's the video game version of fantasy football.
Yeah.
That's at best.
No.
At best.
Okay.
Okay. Squeeze the toothpaste tube or roll the toothpaste tube?
Roll!
Roll?
Motherfucker, if you say squeeze, I'll jump through this phone and smack you in the face.
I would say it's about 50-50. For me, it's you start off with the squeezing, and then you roll. Because I'm not rolling... You can't roll a freshly used toothpaste... A fresh tube of toothpaste. You just can't. You can't.
No. Always roll. Always.
Squeeze first, then roll.
Nope.
Yes.
I always, even when I'm starting, I roll a little bit up from the bottom.
Toilet paper, under or over?
Well, I don't have cats, so it doesn't matter.
You don't have cats, so it doesn't matter? I mean,
Yeah.
Is it under or over?
Most of the reason why people put their toilet paper roll under is because they have cats that will fucking play with it.
If they don't.
That's like half the reason why people put the toilet paper roll under. Like, that's the only reason I've ever seen people fucking say that's why they should put the roll under, because cats.
Right.
Otherwise, it doesn't fucking matter.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm over.
People who care about how your toilet roll is facing really need to do something more with their life.
Right. Well, it's a debate here today, so...
Yeah,
It's part of our debate. We have nothing... It's over. It's over.
It's over.
All right. Much like that
I'm gonna
question.
get a soundboard.
What?
I'm gonna get a soundboard and just
That's what I was thinking.
fucking
Like,
start
we should have a
playing
little
shit in the
soundboard.
background.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
You know, something of that nature. I can use my mouth for... I'm not going to say that again. Anyway.
Don't. Just stop where you're going. Just. God damn it, Christopher.
Seth offered to get together to do a podcast at the
Oh,
cafe.
well. At the cafe. Of course, at the cafe.
Yep. No. I'm good. Anyway. Next question. Scenario. You're at a friend's house. You break a vase. Only you were in the room when it happened. Do you A, tell them, or B, walk away and pretend it wasn't you?
Depends on how their temper is.
I say C. Clean it up and see how long it takes them to notice.
Yeah. Or just, like, slip out the window.
Which is actually, if you think about it, a sort of a combination of A and B. You're not telling them initially. You're pretending like it didn't happen. You've cleaned up the entire mess. You only tell them if they notice it's gone.
Yep.
Other than that, fuck it.
Sorry about that. Here, I saved up some money to replace it.
You know, when they finally question, why am I putting my flowers in a large cup? You know, where's my vase? That's where the question comes from. Okay. Next question. What is something people do while driving that annoys you? Huh. What is something
What
that
is
people...
something...
Back up out of a parking space without looking.
Okay.
I've seen people that just
sidewalk.
like... They don't inch out of a parking space. They like slam on the gas out of the parking space and they are definitely not looking where they're going.
People who aren't quite on the line in a parking space, but their mirror is over.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Like it's in the other parking space.
They're not quite on their... They're still in their space, but their mirror is in the other space. It's just like, big fuck you.
Especially the people that have those cars where they could very simply just fold their mirror in.
Right! Oh my god. Okay, I don't know if you saw the post about the Salem, New Hampshire Walmart.
No.
Someone drove over. They didn't put their car in reverse when they were parking, and they drove over the snowbank and onto someone else's car. And it was this, like, old lady.
Okay.
No, I wouldn't say old. She looked like she was in her, like, 50s, 60s. Maybe. I don't know. I took, like, one glance at the picture of her. But it's ridiculous.
Fair enough. All right.
It was during one of my mother's shifts. I gotta ask her if she saw that, because it's fucking... What the fuck? Anyway, next question.
All right. What is your biggest pet peeve? Biggest pet peeve. Which would read right up there with things that people do that annoy you. People that don't talk during a film.
Okay.
Well, you know the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a movie, especially something as bad as this, and I do watch a lot of bad fucking movies, if you're not allowed to have a conversation about it as it's going on, like, why the fuck did they just do that? You know, it makes no sense in the context of the movie. If they don't provide... If they don't provide me a little space to talk, like, people that get really pissed off that I want to have a conversation about the movie that I'm watching, bother me a little bit. Obviously, I don't go to the theater to watch bad movies. I'm polite. I won't talk about the movie if I'm going to a theater and there's a bunch of people. But if I invite people over to my house and we're watching a movie,
no, I get that.
And everybody's like, no, we need dead silence. We're in the movie theater. Shut the fuck up. No, you're in my house. If I want to talk, I'm going to talk.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm watching a movie and I'm trying to, like, figure out what the fuck is going on, then I don't talk, because I'm a bad multitasker.
I am a horrible multitasker.
I can't pay attention. I can't pay attention to two things at once. And if I'm talking to you, then I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Very true. Very true.
I'm the worst fucking multitasker, bro. It's embarrassing.
And my family can attest to this, but I have this issue where I will be in the middle of a conversation and I'm looking you dead in the eye while we're having the conversation. And at some point, my brain just checks out.
Yeah, me too. It happens to me all the fucking time.
And they're like, are you listening to me? I got everything.
There's a glitch in the Matrix, and fucking, I don't know what the fuck just happened or what I was talking about. Where the fuck am I? How did I get here? What's good? What day is it?
Right. It's like I got everything up till a certain point, and then, well...
Yep, womp womp.
Then I just dropped the ball, unfortunately. Anyhow. Okay. Last couple of questions. I got about 2 more questions, and I think we can tie this up for the day.
Sounds good.
What is more salad-like? Potato salad or fruit salad?
Fruit salad.
Yeah, potato salad isn't really a salad.
It's not salad.
It's potato.
I don't know why people
stuff.
call it. I don't know why people call it potato salad. It's not a fucking salad, and it's gross.
It's
and
potato.
it's fucking.
It's potato.
Who the fuck invented potato salad? They should be arrested.
Aren't there like eggs or something in potato salad? Or
there's like eggs in it. There's like mayonnaise and fucking.
It's like I don't get it. I really don't. But
it's so fucking gross. Every time I go to like a family cookout, they're like, "Hey, you want some potato salad?" I'm like, I have never once in my life enjoyed potato salad. Don't offer me that gross shit.
Egg salad.
Why do you guys make this?
Egg salad is horrible.
Too. What the fuck is that?
No. Chicken salad I can kind of get behind if it's made right. I can
get behind chicken salad because it's got salad in it with chicken.
But yeah, that's about it. No egg salad, no potato salad. I'm good. Fruit
I don't
salad,
know
I'll
what it is
do.
with white people and fucking mayonnaise. Ugh.
What is the best part of the fun dip? Oh, I'm sorry, I moved around. Oh, you were finishing.
Oh no, you're good. Who the fuck invented goddamn mayonnaise? Ugh.
Only thing
I
I,
don't wanna
like.
know. Never mind.
There's only two things that I like mayo on, and that's a steak and cheese sub, or with light mayo, or tuna.
I stand by my statement. Mayonnaise is the worst fucking condiment on the planet.
What is this? Hellman's? It's not Hellman's. What is it? What is this fucking shit that I hate? It's not like they don't even call it. It's not mayo. They have
like
a
Miracle
name.
Whip.
Miracle Whip. That's the fucking shit. What is that? It's like they decided.
I thought it was like icing at one point, and it's just mayonnaise.
It's like they decided to take the worst parts of mayonnaise and pickle juice and put them together.
Oh God.
Have you ever had any?
No.
It's got a
I
tang
thought it
to
was
it.
like my mom had it in our fridge once. I thought it was like icing for like a cake or some shit. I like smelled it, and it just.
It's like mayonnaise with
It's
a
so
tang to
gross.
it. Like mayonnaise just south of being bad. You know what I mean? It's not good.
It's so bad. Why? Why do these things exist? Why are white people a thing?
It's like that.
You know that's a fucking white people thing.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's that borderline. Like if you pick up a gallon of milk that's just before going really bad, and you can taste it's like, okay, in like a day or two, this is going to be too bad to drink. But you can
God.
taste it just a little bit getting ready to go south.
I can feel the frog in my throat getting bigger.
Yeah. Yeah.
So gross.
Yeah. Ribbit. Okay. So, as we were going with the last question here, what is the best part of the fun dip? The stick or the sugar? The sugar. By far.
Sugar.
The sugar.
Yeah.
Because once I'm done with the sugar, the stick goes away. I don't even eat the stick. It's like eating slightly sweetened chalk.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like
Yeah, it's.
I don't even know. It's like fucking Popeye's biscuits, but crunchy.
What?
You know Popeye's biscuits, how fucking dry and bland they are.
But it's sweet. It's definitely sweet, but it's like
the stick.
Do you remember candy cigarettes?
Oh God, I remember those.
It's
I used
like
to love
the
those
insides of the
things.
candy cigarettes, except for less sweet. Like they took a lot of the sugar out of it and just made it like a chalky substance. And they're like, here, dip it in something tangy and lick it.
Okay, no, I was thinking of the fucking the cracker sticks and the icing.
No,
It's the sugar and the stick thingy. That's also
Fun dip.
sugar.
Yeah. The fun dip. It's like the
I don't know,
sugar
I
that
like
has
the
no
stick.
flavor. It's sweet, but it doesn't taste sweet enough to be anything.
I don't know. I liked the chalky stick,
I don't know.
but I was also very young when I ate those. I haven't had that shit in years.
Well, we're talking about what's the best part of the fun dip. The tangy sugar or the stick. And I think it's the sugar that was the best part. I would throw the stick away and just stick my finger in the sugar, and then I'd come home with like a red, blue, and green finger.
I still liked. I would always eat the stick. I love the stick.
Yeah. So, I think that is we're done master debating, and I think we can go ahead and roll this up for the night. Thank
Alrighty.
you for sitting through yet another Cinematic Anarchy podcast on behalf of myself and Miss Bee.
Word.
We are going to go ahead and we'll see you next week. Thank you for listening.
Sounds good.
And goodbye.